peace, and love.
That's what's up, brother.
First
I want to
of all,
shake your hand right quick. It's my brother right here. I'm gonna let him introduce to y'all. Y'all already see the face, so y'all know what's up. Let them know what's happening, brother.
Chad Lewis Bay. My appellation is Chad Lewis Bay, also known as Judah Bay. First, giving all praise to the Most High Allah. Second of all, giving high honor to the Honorable Noble Ali, Allah's prophet. Giving high honors to those who are here who are receptive to my voice and who are being receptive to what's going on to get your mind open. So I just came across this brother. He saw me as I was traveling, and he asked me to said he had some questions for me. So
yeah, we got some questions for our Moorish brother right here. We want to know when it come down to the genocides in the Old Testament or in the law, when it talks about the Hittites, the Midianites, the Amorites, and this and whatnot. Do the Moors was that Moors that were carrying out these genocides through Joshua and that lineage, or was this just Hebrew Israelites?
All right, that's what we'll say. Because now, and this is my standpoint, right? Houston Chronicle labeled me ambassador of the streets, and as ambassador of the streets, we have to lead by example. So by example, I want to start by saying time is of the essence for us to make immediate changes in the way things are going in this sickly secular society. And with that being said, no disrespect, but if we're gonna talk about something, let's talk about something that we can say, okay, this is how we can exact. This is how we can exact a means.
Well, no, I only
changing
asked that because
the blood being shed and whatnot.
Yeah, the reason why I asked that is because those particular epics within the Old Testament or within the law kind of set the standards on how affairs should be regulated when it comes down to religion or idol worshiping against this God Allah or this God Yahweh. So what I was wondering is, are the Hebrew Israelites Moors as well?
Well, we are Moors. The reason I say this,
or is Moors identified by the ones that believe in Yahweh or Allah?
No. All right, I'm gonna show you. Moors are descendants of Ruth, you know, who married Boaz and had Obed. All right, that's Moab. You know, and if you going further down into the lineage, Shem, son of Noah. But at the end of the day, you know, those are very relevant points. But as it stands right now, in today's time, we're missionaries, right?
Yeah.
And as missionaries, we have to live with love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
But isn't that what they were living with at that time? All right.
Exactly.
So now, if the Moors or the Hebrew Israelites was to carry out these orders that Allah is requesting, would the type of atrocities that's taking place now still be happening if they were doing what they were told to do by their God?
Not amongst us, it wouldn't. Number one, the difference between the Moors or the Moroccans or the Moabites is they exacted they are the oldest flag in world history. They exacted the first and established the first government which ties us to the land.
The government of what's the name of that government?
It was the Amexem Empire.
Okay.
The first empire was the Amexem Empire.
Was that before Kemet?
Well, Kemet is.
Are those Moors as well? The ones that was following Pharaoh, or were they kind of Gentiles?
Well, we are sojourners as Moors. So Moors were everywhere in Kemet, in North Amexem.
But the pharaohs in Kemet, were they Moors too, or were they? What were they?
Well, at the end of the day, you know, you start talking about pharaohs, then it was European pharaohs in Egypt as well.
Well, we're talking about the dynasties that consist of the dark melanated pharaohs. Were they Moors or were they just pharaohs?
Well, Moors.
Did they believe in Allah, or did they believe in Mayat?
They believe in Ma'at.
All right, so are they still Moors?
But just because you believe in the laws of Ma'at don't mean you can't believe in Allah.
But Allah fought Mayat in Exodus, remember? Or Jehovah claims he fought Mayat or Ra in Exodus and destroyed that. So
You talking about M-A-A-T, the 42 laws of Ma'at?
yeah, Ma'at is our goddess in Kemet that we worship God through, the signification of Pharaoh. So when Allah or Jehovah tells Moses to go into Egypt, he's fighting against Ra or Mayat. So after this battle takes place, we can still follow these same deities he fought against, or do we ignore them, or how do we go? Like, how is Moors are being identified outside of the Bible and the Quran? Just by the skin color?
No, well, no. First of all, you have to exact yourself in. You have to correct your status.
What you mean, correct your status?
All right. There is a book called the State Book.
Okay.
And this State Book was Prophet Honorable Noble Drew Ali said that when he died, and actually today is the anniversary of not only the Allah's Prophet Honorable Noble Drew Ali.
Oh, so today is Drew Ali's death? Was the death day?
The anniversary is there.
And I'm crossing you today, so everything is for you. So you possess his spirit right now.
It is also the anniversary of the trust filed in the Turin system.
In the what?
Exactly. That leads me back to the original thing. See, we got to stick to the things that, if we have conversations about things that don't address what's going on right now, then.
But I thought that's what I'm saying. Okay, go ahead, brother.
If we because now I was trying to go ahead on and skip forward to exactly what needs to be done right now here today.
We got to be done right now here today.
Yeah, because right now, right here today, we got brothers and sisters' blood on the street.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we want to. All right, that history is a beautiful thing because it let us know where we came from and where we should be going to.
Yes, sir.
But there's a season for everything.
Yeah.
And right now, it's not the season for history. Right now, it's a season for matter-of-factly to address and assess what's going on in front of us and how can we create a veritable safety cushion that prevent these European policy enforcers from killing our folks and still be in the correct parameters of legislation.
Well, that's exactly. It's a good thing I'm speaking to a Moor on this, because when we talk about European policies and whatnot, we're really talking about Moorish policies. They taught this to the Europeans in Europe.
Exactly.
All right, so now what I'm dealing with, so when I look at the European, according to the Moor, I'm looking at a white skin with a black indoctrination called Moorish indoctrination, because that's who taught them how to run their governments and their systems.
Yeah, but let me pause you right there. Anytime you see a European with freckles or red hair, they are Moor as well. That's their melanin coming through.
Oh, okay. All right, but now what I want to ask is this.
But now, there's a difference between being a Moor by lineage and being a Moor, a part of the Temple of the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right, before you explain that, the reason why I spoke about Exodus in this Old Testament, because at this time, the Allah or the God of Israel, Yahweh, was directly talking to people and telling them, hey, go here, do this, throw a stick on the ground and turn into a snake. God. All right, so what I want to know is, without everything that's going on today, is this God Allah or is this God Yahweh still talking to somebody and telling them how to, or is he watching and just seeing what we're going to do? How do we explain? Does this God still exist? Is he? And
this is what I'm going to say. When you approach a situation that is supposed to be a spiritual practice, from the perspective of it being a religious practice, you've already lost.
What you mean?
All right. So really, in our
let me elaborate on the question. If I read a story and it tells me that a man spoke to the Creator in a burning bush, except he didn't know that was the Creator. The Creator had to convince him by making him do certain things so he can realize he's speaking to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yeah.
All right, so when we say that this is the God, or when they say this is the God they serve, are they experiencing similar conversations, or are they just going by this man's conversation and hoping what he's saying is true and just repeating it and regurgitating it? Or did this God say, look, like he did Moses, hey, I'm the God of Abraham, did he pluck you too?
This what I'm saying. No man knows the thoughts of the Most High.
But does the Most High still talk to men like he did Moses and Joshua?
I don't believe that he'll ever stop talking to us, because
Has he spoke to you
God.
like that?
I am God just like you are God.
But has he spoke to you from out the sky?
Well, he speaks to me divinely every day.
No, all right, but listen, it's about these scriptures.